welcome back to the Style and Beauty Doctor here on YouTube. And darlings, it's summer. It's time to show a little skin or a lot of skin if if you're a little bit like me. But also if you are like me, your body skin might be showing signs of your clumsiness or your overzealous pet. So in this video, we are going to be talking about how to achieve even glowy skin on your body, even if you have to fake it, so keep watching. Now, one of the best ways to treat hyperpigmentation on the body is to prevent it from happening in the first place. So as I'm here in the shower, I would like to take this opportunity to yet again remind you to turn down that bomba clot water temperature when you're taking the showers. I know y'all love to take your hot showers, but let me remind you again, as people of color, we are more prone to transepidermal water loss, which basically means the skin has a hard time holding on to that hydration, that moisture, and your hot ass showers are making it worse. So turn the temperature down. You're not gonna die. Stop being so daggone dramatic. You can still be clean and take a lukewarm shower, right? And lukewarm don't mean cold. It means not hot and it means not cold. And also a little reminder that when you hop out the shower, you towel off, your skin's still a little bit damp, it's the best time to put your moisturizer on, because then it's able to kind of like just seal in that moisture. So it's a tip for you. Write that down. Now, of course, darlings, the goal is to, work on the body hyperpigmentation, and there are videos that are already up on this channel that you can check out. I will link them above and below, so you can check them out on actives that you can use, products that you can use, pro treatments that you can get at an esthetician or a dermatologist to even out that skin tone on the body. However, as you are trying to get there, you might come across a situation where you're like, oh, I'm going to this party, or I'm having my photo taken, I'm having a little photo shoot. But like I said, there's gonna be times where you're like, you know what, I'm working on it, but I still need to fake it. And here's how you do it. So now, when you're doing this and it is daytime, you still want to put your sunscreen on. Sunscreen is one of your biggest allies in trying to fight hyperpigmentation, because it's gonna help to protect you from the sun's harmful rays that can worsen pigmentation, okay? I talk about this a lot in my other videos. I have a whole series on sunscreens for darker skin, both chemical and mineral. Check it out. We talk all about it, even mineral for the body, which isn't always very easy to pull off, but I've found some ways for you to do it. Go check out those videos, right? So you put your body sunscreen on, and you want to make sure that you are getting the sunscreen on every little crevice in between the fingers, in between the toes, behind the ears, on the booty, on the back, all that other stuff, because we're showing more skin and you want to be prepared. So let us first talk about some sunscreen body oils. Now, this is not per se a body oil. This is meant for the face, but I don't like the look of an oil on my face in the summertime, so I tend to use this on the body. There is a Kroger body oil that I absolutely love, and I own it, but I don't know where I put it. You wouldn't believe how many products happen to disappear between me moving stuff for photo shoots and whatnot. It's a whole thing. But anyway, same thing here. Basically, this is a body oil that has the sun protection in it. You still want to make sure that you are applying enough so that you get the SPF that is listed on the label. Now, here's where this comes in handy for any kind of discoloration or anything like that, is that the shine can give the illusion of a really nice, healthy, radiant leg, right? It's not going to make your hyperpigmentation go away. There's a couple of things that you have to do for that. As I mentioned before, make sure you check out those other videos. But this is going to give the illusion of really radiant, healthy looking skin. Of course, you want to get your upper leg, your thigh, and all that other stuff. I wasn't, gonna do that on camera. And so that the discoloration on your legs won't be as apparent, right? It's just gonna make it look as if wow, look at her legs. And when I tell you the way something like this looks in photographs, your legs are going to look freaking amazing, right? All right, let me see if I can get you in here without having to switch lenses. But look at that, it gives you a nice sheen, a nice radiance. And like I said, it's not going to completely cover your hyperpigmentation, but it's gonna give the illusion that you have a nice, radiant, healthy looking leg, and you're getting your sun protection. This is from Mele Skincare. Like I said, it's for your face, but you know, who gonna check us? I mean, I would check your, you know, your budget though, because something like this, because it's so small, can wind up being a little costly if you use this on your body. But I'll link the Kroger one below. Supergoop also has a body oil, sunscreen body oil. I'll link that below as well. Obviously that one's a little bit more pricey, but you know, you sort out your budgets amongst yourselves. If you need a little more help, a little bit more coverage, you can try body makeup. Now, however, body makeup is not going to be an everyday kind of thing for everyone. It really depends on the situation, where you're going, what you're gonna be doing, because no body makeup is 100% transfer proof. Even when you set it with things, you're still gonna sweat. You might get wet, and things can get a little messy once that mixes in with the product and, you know, touching stuff and in your clothes and whatnot. It can get a mess. So this is not something that is an everyday solution, but you know, if you're going for it, if you're taking photos, if you're going to a special event or, you know, things of that nature, this is how you fake it till you make it. So Fenty Beauty has these body sauces that came out not too long ago. I picked them up in Cinnamon Sizzle and Chocolate Rain. The closest one to my shade is Cinnamon Sizzle. It's just like a little touch too deep, but I do think that the shade up from it would be a little bit too light. Definitely put your sunscreen on. I've already put sunscreen all over my body. You want to make sure you have your sunscreen on if you're going out during the day. If it's at night, you know, you can just go on ahead, you know, I would moisturize first, and then, you know, put your body sauce on. So you can put this on. If you want it to be a little bit neater, I would say to maybe get a body mitt or maybe a body brush or a body sponge, because if, you know, applying it with your fingers can get a little messy. But essentially, it's going to give you a nice little bit of coverage and some color depending on, you know, what you get. Now this gave me a little bit more color because it's a little bit too deep for me, but I still like it. It still looks really good. You want to make sure that you blend that in so that you don't have any lines of demarcation. Now again, if it is during the day, you want to make sure you put your sunscreen on first, but you're going to allow your sunscreen, whether it's mineral or chemical, doesn't matter, give it 15 minutes before you put your body makeup on, right? Give it that 15 minutes because the sunscreen needs time, both mineral and chemical. It needs time to create that protective like film so it can be an even coating on your skin to properly protect you. And it needs about 15 minutes to do that. And you don't want to go putting this on top of your sunscreen and messing things up and you're not getting adequate sun protection. You don't want to do that. I would also give the body makeup some time to set. These things are not going to be 100% transfer proof. You can set it with powder. You can, you know, get a makeup setting spray and put over it. It's going to help prevent some of the transfer, but it's not going to be totally transfer proof because like I said, you're gonna sweat throughout the day. You know, you might pass by a fire hydrant or something, or maybe it might drizzle or rain or something, and it's going to kind of like reactivate the pigments, and, you know, touching it and getting it on your clothes is going to be a mess. So, you know, beware. This is not an everyday thing like I mentioned like a bunch of times already. But now, you may be wondering, okay, I got this body makeup on. How do I reapply my sunscreen over it now? So one suggestion I would say is to get a sunscreen body spray. Now, typically with the sunscreen body spray, you want to spray it in your hand and then apply it to your body, or spray it to your body and then make sure you massage it in with your hand. Sunscreen sprays are effective, but you just have to make sure that you use enough. And the thing with sprays, because they are aerosolized, that the spray can go all over the place except for where you need it to go. So you want to just be very mindful of that. And spraying it in your hand and then applying it to your body, or spraying it to your body and then rubbing it in with your hands ensures that you're getting that nice protective coating, and, you know, the sunscreen is working as it should, right? But when you got body makeup on, you want to be really careful. So I would probably just make sure that you are spraying enough over it so that you're getting a nice even coating. Me, I'm like, I would still probably go in and just make sure that make sure that the sunscreen is on my body, on every inch of my body, right? Now your hands are gonna be a little dirty from that, as you can see. Wash your hands, you know? But again, this is not an everyday thing. This is like for a special occasion. You're gonna have your photo taken, you go into a special event during the day, you know, that's what you would do. There's also this, I've talked about this a couple times in videos, but there's also this Coppertone Glow. This is an SPF 30. This is a lightweight spray with shimmer. So if you really wanted to do the most, you could spray this on top, and it's got these really pretty gold particles in it. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it on the camera, but you see how that's already giving, it's a little red, okay, you know, maybe not the best color for me. It would probably look better on my legs. But you see how that's already giving a really nice like radiant glow with the body sauce. And then as I mentioned before, you can reapply with a sunscreen spray throughout the day on top of it. But make sure you have your base sunscreen on underneath if it's during the day. Now, here is another thing that you can do to kind of like fake that even glowing body skin look. This is a product called Gleam by Melanie Mills. It comes in a bunch of colors. I'll have a blog post where you can see swatches of the different colors. I like the deep gold, but I also like the bronze gold, but I'm gonna be using the deep gold today. Then it also has a sealing spray. I will link both of these below so you can check it out. I actually got to meet the makeup artist Melanie Mills, who makes this product, years ago when I did a sunscreen segment. See, I've always been talking about sunscreen. Where I did a sunscreen segment on the reel. I want to say back in maybe like 2018, I think that was. Really, really fun. But anyway, Melanie Mills Gleam, aka liquid pantyhose. Now, same thing like you did with the body sauce. Make sure that you have your base sunscreen on if it's during the day. Give it 15 minutes, whether it's mineral or chemical. Give it 15 minutes, okay? This is something that you can put on with your hands. You can get a body mitt, you can get a body brush, you know, whatever floats your boat, right? But essentially, and I might have even put a little bit too much on here, but we'll spread it around so it doesn't look so crazy. But essentially, you rub this all over the leg, golden, almost like statuesque kind of sheen. Give it a couple of minutes, let that set, and then we're gonna put the spray on. All right, so I got the spray. You wanna spray it 6 inches away from the skin. So I've got spray in here, but I'm not gonna lie, I've had this spray for a minute, so now the nozzle is kind of like stuck there. So if you do get this product, it does work to help to seal it in somewhat. Remember, nothing is 100% transfer proof, but if you get it, you know, obviously use it up as much as you can while you have it. I'm gonna have to order another one off of Amazon. I'll link this below so you can check it out. There are some more things that I just want you to know, that I need you to know about this whole even body skin thing, right? Having an even color from your head all the way down to your toes is really hard to achieve and very hard to maintain if you're a lucky person who actually has it. One of the things that comes with being a person of color is our melanin, obviously, right? But the thing is, our melanin responds to trauma in a way that it like kind of freaks out and it overproduces melanin, right? Now, I know trauma sounded like really dramatic, but you know, trauma, things that include trauma to the skin are bites, you know, from whether they be from mosquito bites or love bites. Also, you know, dryness, and sometimes dryness that comes from certain skin conditions like eczema and or psoriasis or any other type of skin conditions that you might have that you should be seeing a dermatologist about. Other things that can cause hyperpigmentation, acne, burns, scratches, friction. In between my thighs are much darker than the rest of my body skin because my thighs, they kissing and they switching together, and that's gonna cause friction, that's gonna cause some discoloration. Same thing underneath the arms. We're constantly, you know, doing stuff and walking to and fro. Unless you're gonna walk around like this all day, you know, chances are you're probably gonna have, there are things that you can do to prevent it. We talked about that in another video. Your elbows and your knees, friction, these are areas that you know, the skin is thicker, it's trying to protect you. And these are areas that, you know, kind of suffer from friction, and that's something else that can also cause discoloration. Also, some of the ways that you're removing excess body hair can be causing hyperpigmentation for some people, but that's something that I'm going to talk about more in depth in a future video, so make sure you're subscribed and turn on your notifications. So there are so many things that can cause us to have an uneven skin tone, and a lot of it is natural, but I do understand when, you know, you kind of want to even things out and make it look good, which is why I did this fake it till you make it video. So again, the tips that I showed you just now in this video are for very specific situations, not an everyday kind of thing. For tips on, again, how to, you know, fade the hyperpigmentation, both at home and some pro treatments that you can get, make sure you check out my body hyperpigmentation playlist for more tea. Another thing that I definitely need to say this. This is the season to be showing skin. This is not the season to be out here like, well, you know, I don't like my arms and I don't like this and I don't like that. I understand that, right? But it's hot. Okay? We deserve some freedom no matter what our skin looks like, no matter what our body type is, no matter what our body size is. We deserve also to be out and free and posting thirst traps on our Instagrams, okay? Life is too short to be sitting here, what if, I'm gonna stay in the house because I don't want this, that, and the third. Go out and enjoy yourself. As a matter of fact, tell me in the comments how you plan on enjoying yourself this summer, showing off that skin. We're not looking for perfection here. You know, we talk about things that you can do to better your skin, but the bigger point is to take care of yourself and have fun, because you know I like to have fun. Anyway, follow me on social. The links will be in the description box. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, because you know you want to subscribe to this channel. We talk a lot about skincare topics, and on the rumor mill is that I'm gonna be starting a fashion channel, so you want to stay tuned for that as well. Because you know I was putting the fashion videos on the same channel, but y'all, people were watching, but not a lot of people were watching. And it's a lot of effort to do a fashion video. So I figured if I just do a fashion channel, that people who love fashion will watch it and it'll do better. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.